Good morning and welcome to Candid Coach Conversations. I'm Kimberly, founder of Live Life Fully, and today I have three special guests. I have Shuntá here with me, got Mai Lee and Guadalupe. And I'm so excited about today's conversation because we are going to be talking about the Live Life Fully Club. It is a monthly membership that has different communities built into the club. So, who wants to kick us off? Guadalupe, how about tell us about your community within the Live Life Fully Club?
So I have the Get Out of Your Own Way community, and we meet every second Friday. And our next one is July 10th. And getting out of your own way. So I love this community because we get to touch base on a monthly basis. Sometimes you go through something and we get in our own way, and that monthly time is that time to slow down, being able to get the awareness to help you move forward and so that you don't remain a whole month stuck. And so we talk about different topics each month to uncover more growth, to keep getting out of your own way.
Love that. And so when you say y'all meet, and I do want to put this out there, the Live Life Fully Club is 100% virtual. So when people do register for the club, they are given their own login. And so they can log into the portal and see all the different communities that are within the club. And all calls are recorded. So if you can't make a call, that's fine because you can always go back and watch the replay. So Shantae, tell us about your community.
Well, good morning, and thank you for having me. My club community is the Level Up community. And so, Level Up is just a way for you to learn how to love yourself unapologetically and purposefully. So, in the event, you grew up with trauma, you grew up with just not knowing what love is, or you knew what love was the wrong way, this is a club to community where we just empower you to figure out what love looks like for you. And we meet every first Wednesday of the month from 11:30 to 1.
Okay, awesome. So level up first Wednesday of the month, 11:30 to 1.
July 1st will be our first meeting.
Yay! Hot dog. Entering into July. Can't believe it. That's
I
awesome.
know, right?
So, Mai Lee, I know that you and I do the Life Accelerator community together, but I'd love for you to share what the Life Accelerator community is all about.
Oh my goodness. So the Life Accelerator community is a proven framework in order to help bring clarity and your goals forward in meaningful and lasting change. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to do it with Kimberly, and we are able to coach in real time. We do it on the first Friday of the month. So the next one is going to be July 3rd at 10 to 12. And yeah, it's an exciting in real time coaching experience, which I think we all are able to do. And that is what is so phenomenal about the community and about the Live Life Fully Club.
Awesome. I want to know too, Shantae, we'll start with you. Like, how did you come to realize, like, I want to have a community and I am calling it Level Up? How did you get there?
Ha ha ha. Funny. So when I was being coached, I don't want to say I made the mistake. I revealed to my coach that I wanted to do speeches. And so I was an intern or a graduate student. And so we have supervision weekly. And so my coach was like, you can start doing presentations at the weekly supervisions. And so challenge was accepted. I do a lot of things afraid. And so I was very afraid to give speeches and do presentations to a group of professionals. And yet I did it anyway. And so one of my speeches was about leveling up. I had the music and everything. And so that has just been my main theme because personally, that has helped me become the person that I am today. When I realized that I needed to show myself love and love myself unapologetically, and like that was my responsibility to do, then that empowered me to just do bigger, better, and greater things. And so I was like, I might be onto something here. I want to help others level up. So that's how Level Up became about.
So good.
Shante, I remember that time period too. I was brand new, and the fact that you were getting up there and you were very transparent. You were like, "Hey, this is an area that I know I want to work on." Like, so here goes. Like, it was inspirational watching you do that in real time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And to think back, she had all of her notes in her hand.
Right.
And then to see her today, note free and leading a whole community into leveling up. Love it. So good. So Guadalupe, tell us, what was going on, or how did you get to this point where you said, okay, I want to have a community and I want it to be get out of your own way?
I think for me, there's a lot of self-discovery that is involved in personal development and going to growth day, being within Live Life Fully, our monthly meetings. And through everything, it's like the self-mastery. This is something I'm struggling with. How can I have the awareness and dive into this to find new ways to give my brain something new to do? And so it's like that whole bunch of self-discovery and being curious with yourself. And so I wanted to build this community to where it's an open space. One, to give yourself the permission to be curious and to learn about yourself without the outside pressures. And so that's one thing that I do at the beginning of the community meetings, is for you to give yourself that permission for the next 2 hours to be open and curious with yourself and be in a space of learning. I say, like, put your learning cap on, because when you have that learning cap, the pressures of perfectionism, other people's judgments, having to do things right, it minimizes that. And so I had thought through all of these discoveries of, okay, these are the things I want to work on. The main connection for all of those was it was me getting in my own way. It was me delaying the actions. And so if I could learn to get out of my own way and have a community where it creates more empowerment and encouragement, that made me excited.
So good. And I love this whole idea of like literally telling them, okay, put your learning caps on. I don't know that I've ever been told to put a learning cap on. I've certainly been told to put a thinking cap on. And what just popped up for me and what I am so excited about right now in this very moment is the idea of putting my thinking cap on. And now that I've heard you say learning cap, thinking cap to me right in this moment seems very limited. And like I'd be limiting myself because I'd be stuck up all in my head with all these thoughts that may or may not even be true. And so that learning cap to really be able to, gosh, open up to possibilities. I love what you said about releasing the perfectionism. Dang.
And other people's judgment.
Yes.
Say that louder.
Other people's judgments, releasing that as well. Yes.
Yeah. And our own judgments on ourselves. The fact that you're doing it in order to create this like open environment for people and offer like self grace for ourselves instead of like the shame that we can put on ourselves for feeling stuck sounds so opening.
Thank you.
So, Mai Lee, tell us.
So I was fortunate enough to be able to work with you on this, but this was really your vision and the Life Accelerator portion, the community. So I would love if you would share like what your vision was for both Life Accelerator and then the Live Life Fully Club as a whole.
Sure.
Because where you've been able to create such a dynamic environment for the people who want to move forward, like I wonder if you could share with us your inspiration for all of this.
Sure. Yes. And I think that's funny that you flipped it. So, the Life Accelerator community, I'll start there. So, because all of these different communities really did come first. So, people do have each of us and other of the certified Live Life Fully coaches have their own passion and what they really have found to be important in their own life, like Guadalupe and Shuntá both have said, with their own personal development. It does take some work and some uncovering. And so everybody's got their own area. So everybody had a community first. So for me with Life Accelerator, yes, I like the word personal development. And I think that the word development can sometimes have this, because that's what it is. I know that's what it is. And there's this other piece of my brain and my heart that says, gosh, is that like taking away from who somebody is already? Like, oh, you're not good enough. So you've got to go develop more. So I get really hung up on words, as you three for sure know. So I thought, I don't want to call it like development, even though that is a part of what it is. I wanted our community, Mai Lee, and you know this, but I really wanted our community to be about taking people's lives wherever they are and just that tiny step to that next level. Not that the current is not good enough. That is not what it's about at all. It's about learning new ways of thinking. It's about learning different foods that cause drowsiness or exhaustion or put a lack of blood flow to the brain. So I think when we know more, we could do more. And when we know better, we can do better. Again, not a judgment piece, not saying it's not good enough where it is, but I don't know what I don't know. And so when I get into a community and I hear all these other ideas or these different teachings, I learn, I'm like, dang, I had no idea that, for example, I had no idea that the screen 1 hour before bedtime was actually interrupting my whole sleep hygiene for the whole night. I didn't know that till probably, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. So I thought, okay, I want a community where we can talk about life in general and ways in which to accelerate your life in whatever direction that may be. And sometimes it's not even about taking that next best step, it's about releasing things. So sometimes when we release, we can accelerate. Another one of the coaches, she talks about you've got to slow down to go fast. And I'm like, I like that too. I don't know if she was the first one that ever said it. I heard it from her, so I'm going to say it's her, but I don't know. It could be some famous person. But sometimes we do have to slow down to go fast. And so that's how Life Accelerator came about. So in talking about the club, like I mentioned, we had all these different communities that people could be a part of. And the feedback we were getting was, I don't know which one to pick. I'm interested in two, but I don't want to spend the money on two different clubs. And I don't know that I'd be able to attend both to get my money's worth because I got to do it live. So I thought, well, gosh, what can we do about this? People are interested in more than one club. I mean, more than one community. We'll have a club. It'll be one whole club. And by joining the club, you have access to all of them. Watch them when you want to. I know that not everybody can attend from 10 to 12 on a Friday, one Friday a month. Fantastic. But they might be able to do the first Wednesday, and then they can go back and watch. So that is how the club got started, is so that people could have more access and not have to pick and choose. Basically, we were listening to what our clients were saying and said yes.
Yeah. Because that feedback is so important to us.
Yes.
Yeah. I do also want to highlight we are missing a current community member. And so, Kimberly, you want to share Bree, Coach
Yes.
Bree?
So Bree has another community. It's called Live Life Fully Motherhood. And her community is exactly what it is. It is about motherhood, regardless of the age of the children, whether it's a biological parent, a guardian, a adoptive parent, a step parent, any other person that takes care of a child. It's the Live Life Fully Motherhood community. So good. I'm glad we were able to get together today and talk about the Live Life Fully Club and the communities within the club. And if people wanted to join the club, they could go to the website, llfully.com. And at the top in the banner, you can click to register and become a member of the Live Life Fully Club. Is there any last parting words that y'all want to tell our audience today?
Lee,
Oh,
we need to also acknowledge that you are co-chair of the Level Up community. And so what are your
that's so funny. Yeah. I love Level Up. And yes, I am going to be participating with Shuntá in the Level Up community. My thoughts about the Level Up community is that, again, going along the lines of Live Life Fully and the Life Accelerator community, I do think it doesn't matter what it is, if it's the job, if it's our relationships, if it's how we sleep, if it's how much time we spend on the computer, every single thing we do and every single thing we think and everything we believe, we can level it up. We can level up our amount of joy, even on the hard days. I'm not saying to discount or dismiss how you're feeling if it's hard. I am saying we can level up that sadness or that frustration or the discouragement by finding a speck, not a huge glob, a speck of joy. And so when I think of level up, I'm like, okay, how can I level up today in different areas of my life?
And for the club, do we have a few other coaches who might be starting or at least trying to work on adding to communities? What's your vision on that?
Yes, we do have other coaches that are definitely going to start communities. They are getting their ducks in a row. I don't know where that saying came from, by the way. I don't even understand it, other than that hotel, the Peabody, I guess, where the ducks go in a line.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it came from. I don't know. I don't even know that hotel. But it's pretty cool to go watch.
Oh, it's neat. Yeah,
It
yeah.
a road trip, but other coaches are definitely getting their ducks in a row. I do like that better than things in order because that sounds like it's at the end, but they're getting it in order. We will have additional communities within the club, certainly within the next 3 months. Yes. So fun. So fun. And we have an upcoming retreat. So October 2nd, we have the planting seeds for 2027. Is it October 3rd? You know what? I always want it to be on the 2nd for some reason, and it's not. So October 3rd. October 3rd, planting seeds for 2027 is our next retreat. I'm super excited about it. Registration is open. Again, you can find that link on the website, llfully.com. It is going to be so much fun. Great group of coaches that will be presenting and participants that come. They're outstanding humans. So we hope to see you there as well. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining today. Candid Coach Conversations. We look forward to talking with you all again soon.